crazy metalheads. This is Fernanda Lira from Brazilian thrash metal band Nervosa, and you're watching Age of Fucking Metal.
Drawing the army, getting violent now. Metal taking over. Rise with this full of metal. Join the other part until hell burning after. Dangerous and bonded by blood, so the legacy survive. There's space for ignorance. There's no malicious intent. No emotions. Grim face. Show no mercy. Flash.
Hey everyone, this is Miguel with the H Middle, and I'm here back in Phoenix with Fernanda Lira of Nervosa again. 3 weeks ago, we talked in the middle of the ocean at 70,000 tons, doing a little bit of review of the success that you guys had at 70,000 tons. At that time, it was before your second show at the Studio V. And for what I understand, everybody was there that night. Pretty much since from Jeff Waters all the way to Ice Earth, all the way to the guys of Vader, all the way to the guys of Christian, which is pretty much your
Ray and Moonspell.
exactly. I mean, how was the whole experience wrapping it up? How was the whole?
It was cool. We didn't know what to expect because we're still a small band, and it was a last minute invitation, so I really didn't know what to expect. And the result is that it came out like even more perfect than we could hope for, because everyone who watched the show really liked that. And I don't know if it's because like when we hit the stage, it's because for me, like being on the stage is the climax of everything. It's what that's the reason why we work our asses off. So when we were on stage there in the cruise, it was like a dream come true, because I've always dreamed of being there, but playing, I wouldn't expect that for the next years, you know? So I was really happy, and I guess everyone could feel this vibe, and that's why the guys just love the show, and that's awesome. And to have like all of these people, idols for us, watching the show, it's something I don't even think about it, because I get like too emotional. It's just too much for me. Like Kai Hansen watching the show, like the guys from Vader watching the show, the guys, our brothers from Crisium, like Jeff fucking Waters. Oh, this is just, it's too much for my.
It was good. I mean,
head hard.
you guys did a great job. You pretty much go there and rock on. I mean, everybody like it. Now,
Thank you.
right after the 70,000 tons, you jump on tour, jump on the band, and you've been touring the United States for the last 2 weeks, and there's still, I think, 3 more to go.
Yeah.
How has been the tour so far? How has been the response for Nervosa?
It's been awesome too. We didn't know what to expect, because it's our first time ever here, and I know every time is the first time that a band comes to the U.S. or another place. It's always like underground. You don't know what to expect, like audience wise, and we didn't know if people would know was here. It was kind of all in the blind, and we were so happy because the crowd here, I gotta tell you, they're fucking crazy. I love that, because in Brazil shit's really got crazy there in Brazil and in South America, but here I didn't know it would be that crazy. Like every night there's a mosh pit. Every night there's a crazy mosh pit. The guys are just like, yeah. I don't think actually my teeth will survive the tour, because people get like crazy on the mosh pit and they keep on bumping the mic on it. So I really hope it does. But if it doesn't, okay, it's gonna have been worth. But I just love it. Great response. Everyone like very supportive and warm. We just love America so far. Yeah.
Now, last time I was thinking probably talk a little bit of the album, and I understand that Brent Duffy was the producer. How was the connection there, and how was working with him?
Yeah, it was. We actually knew him already because he was a very good producer in Brazil. He lived there for 12 years, and he did lots of awesome work there with lots of huge bands, and it sounded killer. And we want to take this new album to a new level. And we heard that he was back here in California, and we were touring. We were like, that's perfect. Let's do it. And we decided to do that with him. We recorded the drums in Ashland, in Oregon, in the huge and awesome studio of Sylvia Massey, such a killer girl producer. She recorded like Johnny Cash for a start.
Nice.
So yeah, so it was very cool to record the drums there, and then we finished recording with him, and we will have a very good thrash metal guy mixing and mastering it. We're gonna be telling about that soon. We can tell much about the album, but I just can say that it's gonna be more aggressive and it's gonna be more nervosa, because now Pichu, our new drummer, is playing on it, and she has an awesome vibe, and she's a very technical drummer. So she kind of pushed us for being more technical and more aggressive and faster. So that's what this new album is gonna be. It's still thrash metal, but it's more aggressive.
In the conceptual level, what are we talking about here? What the lyrics gonna be talking about?
So we usually talk about human aspects. That's what we do. We like, when you live like in South America, you usually have to face like lots of things in your daily routine that are not like very pleasant, and then you keep on keeping that to yourself. And then I personally use my lyrics as my dearest way of expressing myself. So I just use the lyrics to spill everything I hate on my daily routine out. And this means like on our last album there was a lot of political stuff, like lots of political stuff and bad human aspects and everything, like shit that the human being can do sometimes. But on this album it's still realistic human aspects, but it's a little bit more abstract. We're talking about more abstract stuff, like for example hypocrisy, arrogance, this kind of stuff, but there's still some political things, and that's good. Yeah, that's good, because what I want with our lyrics is that people look at that and stop to think about that, to debate about that, because that's how you change stuff, right? That's how you change stuff. If I don't want anyone to agree with me, but if the person takes time to think about that and they maybe do something to change that on themselves or on the people around them, that's mission accomplished. Yeah.
Now, how was the experience of recording in the United States compared with recording in Brazil?
You know what? When we recorded in Brazil, it was a very good experience because the guys from Corzus who record that, it's a Brazilian band, they are really good ones. Yeah, but it's different to be recording here, of course, because of the vibe. It was a whole new experience for us. Being here is actually a dream come true. People don't believe that because it's like, oh, it's just America. No, it's not just. It's
Because we live here.
yeah, and for us, it's like a dream come true. Not all bands do that, so we feel like representing all other Brazilian bands, which are a lot, and they are awesome. You should check Brazilian bands out. We feel like representing them. All of them that can't be here, we feel like representing them, telling them that's possible. So I think the vibe, in terms of quality, of course, it's a little bit more different equipment and everything, but I think it's more different because of the vibe we're feeling to record the album.
Now, what is next for Nervosa after this North American tour? What are you guys gonna do for the rest of the year?
Okay, so after here, we're gonna be playing Puerto Rico for the first time, and then we'll go back to Brazil, do some Colombia, and we're touring Mexico for the first time in April.
It's a show or a tour in Mexico?
It's a tour, like 7 or 8 dates. We're gonna be announcing that soon. It's gonna be killer because we have lots of Mexican fans. That's incredible. And on our Facebook, it doesn't matter what our post is about. There's always like, come to Mexico, vengan a Mexico. Now we're finally coming, and then we're gonna tour like Peru that we haven't toured yet. We're gonna have like 4 dates there, and also Argentina. We're gonna play some cities in Argentina that we haven't yet, and then we're gonna release our album in June, and then head to Europe, and then some in Latin America and in Brazil, like promote a little bit more, and maybe some other new places for the band, other continents, which is pretty cool. But we're still working on it. And then, of course, on the beginning of the next year, we'll be back on the States to promote the new album. Yeah,
Now,
basically, our plans is just stay on the road.
now closing up, Fernanda, what is your message to the fans that are waiting to see Nervosa, the rest of the shows in the United States, and waiting for the new album, of course?
I my message is just the usual. I know it sounds cliche, but of course, go to our shows. You're gonna have a good time on the mosh pit, hanging out with us because we do that. We love hanging out and drinking stuff and everything. And the new album, I'm sure you guys are gonna like. If you're a thrasher, you're gonna like the album. It's so thrash metal. But there's a guy screaming. Okay, and but my general message, not only to the guys or like our fans, but anyone who's watching this, it's what I always say. It's like just keep supporting metal because if metal is alive, it's because of us, the bands, you guys who are like giving us opportunity to make interviews, you fans, of course, all promoters. If metal is still alive for like many decades now and strong and kicking ass, it's because of all of us guys. So let's just keep on supporting and respecting all the bands on the road and everything. So that's my message. Just keep supporting metal. Let's keep on, making this flame
Kicking ass.
alive. Yeah, that's it.
Well, Fernanda, thank you very much. Definitely a great show. We enjoy it.
you.
We
I
survive
love
it.
this show.
And definitely good luck with the rest of the tour. Looking forward for the new album. And, well, we just finished the show, but we just want you guys back again. Definitely thank you very much.
The beginning of next year. Yeah. Thank you for the interview and thank you guys for watching.
So much